But once again, welcome everybody. It's so great to be back and from Portugal and Chamonix, France. 11 just amazing days out there, and it was so wonderful because we enrolled 7 people on our vacation. And so that's what I love about this amazing business is that it's better than a business. Hey, honey. And it's all about what we believe and sharing that belief with people we love and care about. And we believe that this patch is the game changer of hope for family, friends, loved ones, and those we don't even know. And so I want to tell them, right? And so on our vacation, we got the honor to share this amazing patch with people, and we'll go into a little more detail and tonight on kind of how that rolled out. But it was just exciting to be able to just be living life. Like this isn't work, sharing what you believe with passion. That's what life's about. And so, and we get to do that wherever. And thank God this company's in 80 countries. And so in Europe, we can continue to just share this patch of hope with people and continue to, build a business and bring them an opportunity to potentially build a business with them too. And hopefully some of those folks will be on this call tonight. But it's just good to be back and we're excited. And we're also excited because this new Comp2 program, this new compensation plan is going to be such a blessing for us and for all of us, that is, particularly as you begin to bring new people on, because now instead of going from 4 ways to get paid, we're going to have 9, and they're moving of the 60% how we all get paid. They're going to start moving that money now to the front of the house so that people, when they first come on, the statistic is they're showing with current models that 67% of the people coming in who engage first week will start making money. And so that's just for starters. So it's going to be pretty spectacular. And I'm sure that if you got to see the Super Saturday, then you got to get a glimpse of why we're excited. And well, we can't get into the detail of executing it because we can't get paid on it. And but thankfully we can continue to implement the system of manager, director, senior director, 20 left, 20 right. And because that really is still going to be the main play that's going to help, boom, move you into the new comp plan, which is really exciting. And so, but once again, it's great to be back sharing with you tonight on our team call, and we're excited. And we're also excited about this new, I call 4-day work week that we put our team calls into, because that's given my wife and I some breathing space, and in order to really take advantage of what this opportunity is about, which is giving the gift of time. The main reason our heart is to see you financially prosper is to gain the gift of time. And so this is the power of this opportunity beyond the health of the opportunity, because you and I can be healthy and continue to work the rest of our life and kind of be round on that wheel of life, or we can get healthy and get set free off that wheel and now have this thing called time to now allow the gifts that God has put inside of you to begin to come forward to be a blessing to the watching world around you. And then you begin to really fulfill upon your purposes. And that's why Diane and I continue to lead our organization, is because we believe we're called to help you achieve more time. And so the whole system of all that we do with the This Is It team and the PRO system, it's all designed to help maximize time, right? So this is not to be a full-time job for somebody. It's meant to be able to, while you're living your full-time life with God first, your family, and then your work, and then this is designed to keep that balance in that order. And this down here is what eventually can pay you more than what you currently make at your current employee. And that's what this thing did for my wife and I. It got to a point within 22 months where we were making 4 times what we paid ourselves running our own advertising company, and we were making 6 figures And then once this thing got us to 7, and that's the power. And I'm not talking calling attention to ourselves. I'm calling attention to the power of this amazing system. And our call in being with you tonight is to continue to help you to redeem the time so that you can use the least amount of time to gain the maximum amount of effect. And so, and the basics of how we do this, how we contact and invite, how we share, how we not have to be the salesperson, if you will, because that takes too much time. Right. And so the system's designed to take that burden off you and me and to be really good at contacting, inviting people to get their eyeballs on Zooms, let the Zooms do the heavy lifting. And then that helps then cause those folks to say, okay, I think I'm ready to run. But also we want to be able to help you in the day in, day out, just like my wife and I on this 11-day journey, we end up enrolling 7 people. We're going to share about that as well, because we're just living life and doing the system. And so we enjoyed our vacation, enjoyed the things we did, we enjoyed what we did, and yet we still signed up 7 more people in 11 days, right? Well, this is what we want for you. So I said, well, had we done it, that would have given us 7 points on the run for freedom. We're not running for freedom, but we're in helping invest the money for you guys to win it. And but you know, it's fun to think about just how the lifestyle of living and sharing this opportunity is a blessing and is designed to bring prosperity of time, resources, and miracles, all by God's blessing. So, and I got my beautiful wife here, you know, I'm sure it's distracting to look at her while I'm trying to talk, but
yeah. But I'm looking forward to telling them some, like a little anecdotal things about, you know, about our trip as far as how we sign people up and about Jeanette, you know. How you
hope
gave her-
Jeanette's on. If I see her on, I'm going to bring her on because she is awesome. I don't know if she is, she's working, but we'll talk about that. So so let me go ahead and roll out our agenda for tonight,
All right,
and then you can come on back, honey, when we get to that point of the engagement. And then we'll be done here hopefully by 7:50 because at 8 o'clock I'm doing a X39 Zoom presentation. So if you've got friends that you want to invite to take a look that you've been thinking, text them now saying, bam, get them on at 8 o'clock, because if they're meant to sign up, I'm going to help you get them signed up. All righty. So we'll have an amazing call here at 8 o'clock. So, all righty. So let me go ahead and screen share. And we'll be talking about this thing right here because this is how this business is built from event to event. But once again, welcome to hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm not screen sharing. One more time. Okay, one more time. But this is the event that we're super excited about. We're going to wrap it up on this event tonight because this is the best thing we could do for you besides putting an X39 patch on you is to get you and a boatload of your people to come with you this event. And we'll talk about that. So, but welcome once again to our Believers for Life community. Now, Believers for Life is this is a team community. That means we sit underneath the umbrella of Steve and Gina Merritt. This is It team. We're all part of that team. And what we do at Believers for Life is we simply take all the tools that are offered from This Is It team and we make them connective and granular into a community, because right now, Steve and Gina Merritt, who started just 37 months ago, now have almost 500,000 people on that team that we're all part of, a fast growing team in the world. Well, it's hard to connect with 500,000 people. So we've chunked out a community that led by myself and Diana, and we have Greg and Mena Warmbier, and we'll bring up other leaders also to be able to make it more connective for you. And so, and we do a Tuesday team Zoom every Tuesday, 7 to 7:50, and to be able to rally all of us together to celebrate wins and to talk about amazing testimonies and to hear tips and just be inspired as a team, and only a team could do together. And can you believe it's already June 24th? I had 2 friends of mine, my sister and a friend had a birthday today. And this is for brand partners. You don't bring brand new people who are not yet on the patch yet, don't know much about it. That's not what tonight is. And if they're on, they probably don't need to be on. And because they need to know what this patch is first to see a presentation. So the agenda for tonight is we're going to celebrate rank advancements. We're going to share. I'm going to call upon you. And right now, if you got an amazing testimonial for this week, either both financially from being rewarded in this business or on the patch, then please, if you're starting to feel burdened, we're going to want to have you unmute yourself and share that in a little bit here. We're also going to bring you the contest update. The Run for Freedom contest has 12 more days, and the 6th of July. And we'll say, where's that? So who's at the top of the pile right now? And then we're going to do really what I think is the most important part beyond celebrating rank advancements is engaging with you on a Q&A that's really going to be based on contacting and inviting, because that is really the center of this business. How you and I engage with people on a daily basis and our daily method of operation, the PRO system, how we contact and invite people is really where the rubber meets the road, isn't it? And so, and getting the eyeballs on a Zooms. I mean, how simple is this business model? So, and then we'll finish it up by talking about next level and encourage you to get as many people as you can to get there. So let's talk about the foundation of this business and celebrate rank advancements. This business is built on you going manager, right? And what that means is you have 2 friends left, 2 friends right, that sign up on at least a 3-pack or above. You've signed up on a 6-pack. You're on a 2-sleeve monthly subscription. They're on a 1-sleeve monthly subscription, and bam, you hit manager. And the goal at that point then is for you then to launch 2 more managers. And matter of fact, and then if you do that, then you hit director. And so here you come along, and what you do is actually you enroll 1 more person left, 1 more person right. That means you have 3 on your left, 3 on your right. And then out of those, 1 on the left and 1 on the right, you help those 2 people, help them go manager. And with them and their context, their list, their dream, their ambition, their desires, they contact, they invite, and they help enroll their first 4 people that they love and care about. And once you get 2 people to do that, then bam, you are a director. And this is the formula for success. And as we roll into the new comp plan, you're going to see this rolls nicely right into the new comp plan and helping move us to get paid 9 different ways versus just 4 right now. And so what we want to do is we want to now celebrate new managers, and we've got 5 of them that we want to honor. And if they're on, I'm going to ask them to bear with me here. Ask them to introduce themselves and just give us a 30-second of why they're excited. And so let's go ahead. And I don't know if Bernice Ditchfield, if you are on the call, Bernice, if you can unmute yourself. And let me take a look if I can see everybody on here real quick here. Bear with me, everybody. I don't think Bernice is on. Okay, so but congratulations, Bernice. And then we also had Jana Pierce. So Jana, I don't know if you're on the call right now. And if so, just feel free to unmute yourself. And these are all also under Greg and Mena's organization. So Bernice and Jana. And let me see if I can pull back up my participants here. I'm just taking a look here, guys. Alrighty, I don't see Jana. All right, and then next we have, let's see if he's on here. No, he's not. But this is someone I know, Michael Bales. I was so excited to see that he made manager. So congratulations, Michael. And he's not on currently, but we do have 2 more that we're super excited about. And what I want to do is I want to have Donnie Flores. I don't know, Donnie, if you can unmute yourself and because then introduce the next 2 folks that we're gonna share here, and that would be awesome. So Donnie, you on?
I am, Ken. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Let me see if I can hear you a little louder. Alrighty, so I'm gonna pop this one up first, and here we go here.
All right, this is Blake Collingsworth. He's my son-in-law, and I'm really excited about what he is doing. We're all excited. We're both excited about what the patch has done. We've had great results, and with Blake, he's the father of Titus, and we've heard Titus's story, and that's been a turning point for us. really believing in what this patch can do, believing in what God can do for us through this business. And that's just fired us up. So with that, Blake, you're on.
See if you can get on there.
You hear me? Ooh,
Yep.
I'm in the same room.
Hmm.
How you doing?
Doing great, Blake.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, awesome. I don't know if you could see me though.
Now we see you. There
You
you
see
are.
me now? Okay.
Yeah. So why excited?
Uh, well, for one reason, Titus today is having conversations with some of his friends. We had one of his little play dates come over, and he was, just watching him from afar. He looked like he was just another kid just out there playing, and it just like made my heart feel so full. So it was awesome to see that, because I was like, he doesn't get a lot of friends because he's handicapped, and so just watching that was just awesome. And he's talking so good.
Wow. So 2 months ago wasn't the same, was it? It's been a little over 2 months, right?
Yeah, almost 3 now, maybe just
All right.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it started out slow. He was always able to talk, but he wasn't able to like effectively communicate, look people in the eyes, and there's just something that was a little off. But he's doing so good now. He has full senses. He has his own thoughts. He has his own feelings. Now he's explaining them, which he never did before.
Wow. Wow. What a blessing, man.
Yeah,
So happy for you all.
yeah. Thank you. I'm excited too.
And Titus is 4. How old is Titus?
He is 6 now.
6 now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing.
Mhm.
That's amazing. And then so you signed up, you became manager. I mean, so
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So
Mhm.
and any other, going to director, any thoughts on heading in that direction?
Yeah, definitely. My father-in-law and I were talking, and we talk about like how we can spread the word, and asking other people about it. So today I was following up with somebody that I talked to earlier this week, or I guess Sunday night, and he was just help coaching me on what to say, and this guy was really interested, and hopefully he gets on it, because I told him it's going to change his life. He was talking about pain, his back pain and whatnot, and I was just like, you got to try these.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Blake. Really excited for you. And obviously our heart is so filled for Titus. What a blessing. And
yeah.
all righty.
All right, thanks.
Yep, you bet.
Hey, Ken, one thing on this, we give the glory to God, but God has provided this technology for us. Jessica, my daughter, was pregnant, and she just gave birth to our newest grandson, Zane, and she was wearing the patch through her pregnancy. And Titus and his brother Asa, who passed 6 years ago, they had this disease called spinal muscular atrophy, SMA. We just got the test results on Zane. No SMA in his blood or in bloodline. This is just incredible to us. Now, obviously, we're giving the glory to the Father, but we know that this technology also has had a part in this as well. So we're just overly excited about this whole thing.
I love it. I love it. And then you have another manager that you broke, right? Joe Flanagan.
Yes, Joe and Veronica Flanagan. We've been friends for quite a while, and I'm just excited for them. They've journeyed with us. We've had our ups and downs, and but we're now excited about this. Veronica and Joe are inviting people to Zoom calls. It's paying off, and we just can't wait to see what God has in store for us as well. So with that, hopefully Joe or Veronica are on.
Let's see if they're on.
I'm here. This is Veronica.
Awesome. Hey, Veronica.
Hi, how are you?
Doing awesome. Long time no see.
Yes, yes. Yeah, Joe and I are really excited about this, and making manager has been awesome. And, we're just out there plugging away, talking to people, and, some people it takes a little longer, a little more convincing to give it a try, but we're out there trying to make it happen.
Yeah. Well, that's trust the Lord and keep after it. You're doing great. So we're excited for you. Hit
Yes.
manager. I mean, so you're not just
Yes.
trying, you're doing. So great job.
Yes.
We're
Amen.
excited.
Yep. We're right there with Donnie and his family trying to do this for the kingdom.
Amen. And we're going to help equip you to win big with this. So, and that's what that's why we're here, to be able to help make it easier for you to get people engaged and get on these patches and sharing, and likewise with their loved ones too. So, but great
Yes.
job, Veronica.
Thank you.
All righty. So we had, in order for Donnie to have had a manager on the left and a manager on the right, and had a couple people signed up. Well, what happened is the next position we talked about, which is director, which is just an amazing, amazing position, because it really is a milestone when you begin to start breaking ground, because now you're starting to get some momentum. And so we do have our brand new directors, and you just heard from them, Donnie and Candace Flores. And so, Donnie, we just want to say congratulations. Please come back on. Please, once again, share a little more of your heart and why you're excited, because we just are so excited for you.
Yeah, Ken, this is for Candace and I, this is our first time doing anything like this. A shout out to Pam and Joe Cortez and Henry Gomez, who are both on this call, I believe. They've been very instrumental in helping just Candace and I navigate through this new system of sharing. And without, of course, your mentorship, none of this would be coming true. So we're really looking forward to what God has in store for us. We're excited about this new rank. I mean, it's brand new for us, so we know God has something great in store. As Veronica alluded to, we want to fund the kingdom, and through that, I know that God will use us. We'll be faithful, but we're really excited about what's happening, and of course, partnering and teaming up with this great team, Believers for Life. So thanks.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, congratulations. Congratulations, Donnie. So excited for you guys, and can't wait to help you hit your next ranks and see what God's going to do with you. All righty. Well, let's then proceed forward here. And what I'm asking is, if right now, if you have a testimony, you already heard about Titus again. I mean, that's just a heartwarming testimony. But if you yourself have had an amazing testimony this week, and that you'd like to be able to share, with the team, we'd like to hear from you. We'd like to hear what God's put in your heart, so we can continue to hear what this amazing technology is doing to bring hope to lives, and why we do this business. So can someone feel free to just unmute yourself and share, a testimony with all of us?
Hey Ken, how you doing?
I'm doing awesome.
Hey, so I kind of a combination thing. So I actually spoke with you before your trip, and you and Greg and I we spoke. I was going to try to add 3 people one week. I didn't. I failed miserably. I admit it. But I got them the next week. So I hit manager 2 weeks ago. So that was good for me. So now I when Janae hit it, it's pushing me up, and so I'm really excited about the opportunity by next level director, maybe even senior director, based on what we're doing. But what I got was, I mean, this thing is, hey, I've been around. I've tried every build everything, whatever. I did 700 miles to North Carolina in my car. And if anybody who's driven long distances gets out of your car, the first thing you do, you stretch. It's hard. You take that old man step for a minute just till you get your body going. I was amazed at how many times I got out of the car, get gas, go to the bathroom, do what I want, and it would just get out and go. And so it's given me such a more of a testimony of what this thing does to your body, the inflammation, the aches, pains, the better the sleep. And I'm able now, because of that, to have a better conversation. I patched 4 people today, 2 yesterday. I'm patching people every single day. I know that it's director, senior director are right around the corner. And I'm excited.
Praise God, man. Great job. It was great seeing you today. A surprise today also. Awesome. Thanks, Michael. Alrighty. Anybody else before we move to the next part of this amazing connection with you all? Just feel free to unmute yourself. Alrighty. Let's see if I've got They calling somebody here. Nope, they're not on. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and proceed to the next portion of our meeting. And let me just screen share here and I get my finger working correctly here. There it is. Sorry guys, bear with me 1 second. I lost my PowerPoint. There we go. That's not what I wanted. Huh. I guess I clicked off my PowerPoint completely. Bring it back. You know, my son bought me a pair of monitors up on either side, so I get really good at not doing this. All righty. All right, so let's bring this up here. Let me share. Now I can screen share this. Wow, I thought I could. Very interesting. Having a hard time getting my screen shared. Okay, there we go. You know, I'm having real fun here. Sorry guys, here we go. I'm clicking on my new computer and it's clicking off on what I want to see. Hold on. Yeah, honey, I almost got it here. This is just the strangest thing ever. Let's see if I do this here. Slideshow, slide. All right, I think we're back here. All righty, so thank you for that for a second here. Now let's talk about this Run for Freedom $10,000 contest that is going to be finishing up here on the 6th of July. That's 4th of July weekend, so that's Sunday evening, and by which we have 157 people running for this currently. And right now, here are the top, basically, those who are in the top right now, top 15 or so, and running for the $3,000, $2,000, $1,500, $1,000, $800, $700, $500 prize. And then we have a random, not a random, but we also have a lottery that for every 3 points, you get a name in a hat, and you get, if you get chosen, you win $500 also. So it'd be an 8th place, if you will. And right now, here's where we're at. And so from our team, we have one, that's Donnie Flores. He's sitting at 10 points. Now think about this. This is your top 15 people. This is the top 10% is what we're looking at here. And so we still have time, you know, to put some numbers on the board and to get access to some of this, you know, this money. And so in the foundation of doing the business and getting better at it is what gets you up on the ranks. So we got Providence and Becky Tucker at 28 points. I've been actually working with them. So I've actually helped them get there. And Cheryl Manning, she's new also. I've helped her also. These are both couples underneath Josh Holdaway's team. And but it's a one big team event. And so it's been fun to be able to work. They've used me as their upline to be able to help make introductions to their new people. And doing that, it's helped their new people want to sign up, you know, and so that's put points on the board. So my point is, you know, use me, you know, and so your upline is a valuable resource in relation to helping you get people started. All righty, let's go on here. So now what I want to do is we're going to open up it's going to be more of a Q&A and contacting and inviting, right? We're going to talk about this, and Diane and I are going to also share about our experience on vacation, contacting, inviting, and enrolling people. And so I'll bring my lovely wife back out here. And in the meantime, as I'm bringing her out here, I want to share with you all just an amazing experience I had on vacation. And I'm going to take you with me from a bird's eye view of what it was like to go paragliding in Chamonix, France, which is, you'll see it. It's a beautiful area in France, right near Switzerland and Italy, where all the Swiss Alps are at, and Mount Blanc, which is the highest mountain in Europe, we were on it. but I got to paraglide just across the valley from it, and it was amazing. And so I thought it'd be fun to be able to share that experience with you. And so let me see if I can bring that up here and share that with you here. Now, let me know right now. Are you all seeing? Can someone just tell me if they see it? No? Okay. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, you see it now? No, you should. Hold on.
Yes, we see it now.
Yeah, you should be able to see it now. Thanks. All right, so come on. Sorry. Let me get rid of this screen in front of me here. All right. So here we are. I'm on the top of the mountain. You're going to see her quickly in a second here, and now we're going to take off. So you can see the parachute that's behind us on the hill. I'm partnered with someone who's going to be the flyer, basically our pilot. I'm going to be sitting in a quasi like seat. So, you know, I'm strapped in pretty good. And then we're going to basically run off the side of a mountain. So anyways, here we go. Let's take a look at this. Come on. Oh, I got to get this thing out of my...
Allez, 1, 2, 3, let's go. We run. Yes, perfect. Allez, keep going. Yeah, very good. Allez, run. And we run. Keep running. Keep running. Running. Okay, that's good. Woo! Perfect. So now your arms, they can come behind. There. Perfect. Up, and you can knees up and try to slide in the front of the harness. Yes, something like that. Good.
All right.
Is that comfortable?
Yeah, very comfortable.
Oh, good.
Wow. Oh, man. That is Mount Blanc, the highest mountain in all of Europe. And look at the beautiful town below. I mean, it was a picturesque day. You know, my wife and I, we always ask the Lord to be our vacation planner, our tour guide, and our weather maker, you know, and he never has failed. All the years we've raised our children with that prayer, we've had the most amazing vacations in that regard. And so it's been such a blessing, but it was so crazy to you know, be up there experiencing this amazing journey. And hold on a second here, I'm trying to hit play here. Landing. Wow. So I'm gonna share one more with you. I'll share the landing that we did also, because that's pretty crazy. And I'll fast forward through it, but it was spectacular. Let me see. Diane, do you see that? No? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. All righty, here we go. So now we're gonna be coming down for landing. I'll fast forward through it for the sake of time, but look how beautiful that is. Getting closer to the rooftops. Now we're looking down. Video of the landing or no? And here we come.
Like that, yeah, perfect. Yeah. Like a flower.
Just like that. Yeah, that was just an amazing time. And so, you know, and on the journey, as we enjoyed ourselves, we enrolled people as well, sharing this amazing opportunity with people. And so
Tell the story.
so I'll let my wife come in here and share a couple of stories of enrolling some
Okay,
folks.
so we were gonna be on this trip for 9 days, and we're with the travel group, is we
11.
part of, okay, 11 days. So we're with the travel club, and what they do is they, you know, you fly in, and then once you get there, you start your adventure, which means you have to sleep on the plane. And I was almost like, Lord, I pray that you'd help me sleep on the plane, because a lot of times I cannot do that. And so I was really praying that I could possibly get one of those, business class, seats where you're able to take a nap and lay on a bed and everything. So that was my prayer. But because we're part of a big group, typically you can't get that done. So, but we walked up to the gate, and there was one seat available, and my husband asked me if I wanted it, and he let me have it, which was very, very kind of him. Thank you, honey. So, but then we walked up to the gate.
Well, I had to pay for it.
She had to pay,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's an
yeah.
upgrade. It's an upgrade.
It was
We
an
were gonna
upgrade.
Break
So-
out of the group to upgrade.
Right. So then we walked up to the gate, and we were hoping that they'd have more seats available. And we came in contact with this gal, Jeanette, who is part of the Sea Boost, which is a special thing that they do where right before you get on the plane, if there's any spots available in business class or first class, they'll let you bid on them. And so we were trying to talk with her, and in doing so, there was other people around us, and she was just very friendly, outgoing, and she asked us the question, "What do we do?" And we said, "Well, we share this patch," and we showed her the patch, and I had mine on my back, and she goes, "Really?" And we said, "Yeah," and we told her what it was, and then we asked her, "Is there anything that you're looking for?" And she goes, "Actually, I have problems with my back and my legs," and so we said, "Well, we can share a patch with you." She goes, "Well," at this time she took the patch, because I don't think we patched her that time, right? She took one. Yeah, I forget, because we patched a bunch of people, but she took one, and the next day she put it on. And with that story, she was so excited about the patch. She loved the idea of the whole business part, that she says, "Please, when you come back to Miami, will you get with me, because I'm very, very much interested." And as we were heading towards the end of our trip, she contacted us, and we did meet up with her, which was amazing, because she's like so excited about it. And what it did for her was, typically she has pains down her leg. She works many hours in the airport, and she didn't have any pain. She was like, "I cannot believe this. I'm telling all my friends. It's so incredible." So that's one
She
story.
has a degree in physical therapy, and so she's doing everything she knew under the sun to help get her
Right.
calf to unlock, and it
Right.
was awful.
So that was one story. Then another story was, we were on the bus, and of course we're going to be seeing a lot of these people, throughout the whole trip. But what was there, 100 people? There were 100 people on this trip. So we had 2 buses, and you kind of like, meet different people. Well, anyway, this one girl, Wendy, was asking anybody if anybody had a Tylenol, because she had a headache. And we're like, "Oh, wait." We said, "Wait, have you tried these patches?" And we told her what the patch was about. And she goes, "No." She goes, "But I'm willing to try anything." Well, we patched her, and like within, what would you say, like 5 or 10 minutes?
Mhm.
She's like, "My headache is gone. This is incredible." Now, everybody around on that bus heard that. And so her 2 friends that were hearing that, they were like, "We want to know more about this." The people behind us were like, "We want to know more about this." And then all of a sudden the buzz was there, and we were just talking. And sure enough, we had our sign up sheets on, and we told them what the price was. And then afterwards, as we would go to like lunch, we would sit with them and then explain more about it. And then we just signed them up, because it was like, there's a 30-day money back guarantee. These are the packages. It'll arrive in 3 to 5 business days. So we kind of walked them already through it to when we would place the order. On the back of our paper, we would write down what they were looking for and what their friends were looking for. And then we would take it back to our hotel and then enter into the computer. So, and then time it to when they were going to be coming home. And those who signed up, we said to them, this is important. If you sign up now with us, we will give you either 3 to 5 patches. So then by the time you get home, your patches will arrive in the mail. So, because some of them were towards the end of the trip as well, which I felt was a good thing, because it would help people to make a decision. So I felt that was important too. And then we had some other people with back pain. Mary had back pain, and she didn't have any. And so we would try to patch everyone. I think we pretty much patched everyone. And then they would have the result the next day. We'd ask them how they're feeling, and then carry it on from there. So it was really great. I mean, it was fun. I mean, we were on
We
momentum.
didn't patch all 100 people.
No, not
No,
100 people, no,
can't
but
patch everyone.
not everyone, just the people that we signed up. Mhm.
Who are interested, we'd patch them.
Yeah, absolutely. And then some other ones, we have to follow up with them too as well. It was like 3 people that are still saying that they want to do it, but, please call me back when I'm in town on this date. And so we actually put a date down in our phone to contact them and a time when they'd be available.
Yeah,
So,
we only patch this X39.
yeah.
Just we still this day, we're hardcore.
Mhm.
We see miracles in X39.
Right,
We don't leave the other patches, and the other patches are amazing.
right.
But this one patch, we've seen 5-minute miracles, immediate miracles, miracles that you'll see with the other patches we see with this patch. So we only think about X39.
Mhm.
We had another girl, 19 years of age. She's got hip pain. She had arthritis, other issues. And 19,
Hannah.
we just passed her because she had a hard time walking up. we're in Nazaré, Portugal, and,
Right.
and we're walking up, stairs and things.
Okay.
She says, "Oh, it's so difficult for me to, curl my toes. I can't stand on my tippy toes." Within less than an hour, she was standing on her tippy toes. She goes, "I can't believe how good I feel."
Right.
We had it on the back. We got a picture of her on the back of her neck too.
Yeah.
And that led to her mom,
Mhm.
who was excited on the trip also about the patch. And eventually her mom, we have talking to her over dinner, signed her mom up on a 6-pack, and then I onboarded her mom the other day. And so,
So the idea is really to have.
and there's Hannah's testimonial, by the way.
Oh,
We have it on
that's-
YouTube, and it's
Oh, that's great.
thank you,
Thank you.
Brendan,
Yeah.
for putting that out, because we recorded a testimonial for her.
So it's important to always have your patches on you. I wore them in my fanny pack, which I always do, and I have a sign-up sheet, a pen, and we just assume that people want to be patched. You have to go in saying, just realizing what kind of technology we have is so important, that we have something that no one else has. And this is something that they are going to be so thankful. So just to have that, like, what, we have our hands on something that's incredible,
Right.
that will help you. So it's just having that belief and expecting them to wear the patch. So we didn't,
Prayer.
and pray, actually.
Every morning we ask
prayed,
the Lord to
we
lead us.
definitely prayed, yes, that the Lord would lead us. So that's our story.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
well, hey, I'm going to go ahead and open up, a Q&A. So if you have questions in relation to contact inviting, then I'm also going to share just a 2.5-minute video with Brittany Francis and Terry Wilcox. I forget her last name, but she used to be one of the top producers at one other company, Optavia.
Mhm.
And but I do want to, if you have a question currently about sharing the patch, contact inviting, and if you're just having a difficult time, or then please go ahead and it's 7:44 now, so in the next 5 to 7 minutes I want to open it up to make sure I get some engagement, because we want to make sure that, because we all go through the same thing. We all have the same feelings. We get the same objections. We're all in the same boat. So that's the beautiful thing about this. And we're all sharing the same thing. And if someone said, "Do you share X39?" Absolutely. I do not ever
Mhm.
share
Other
any other
patches.
patches, not until after they're in.
Mhm.
So, because that's what's duplicatable. If
Mhm.
you share 2 patches, now you got a problem, because now that's not duplicatable as easily. But go ahead. If you have a question, please feel free to unmute yourself. Okay, what I'm going to do is, while waiting, I'm going to share with you to give you some more insight. Remember, this whole business is built on a formula of putting eyeballs on Zooms, or when you're with them like we were, is be able to pique the curiosity, get them patched. And then if you sign somebody up at any point in their game plan, just when do you sign somebody up? When they're ready. That's when you sign them up. Okay, the foundation is you're getting eyeballs on Zooms, but if you're with them, and then you can sign them up then as well, and then get their eyeballs on Zoom after. So, but let me share with you just another flavor that of how this thing is done. And so I'll bring this up here. Yes. All right. Okay, looks like I lost part of it. That's okay. I'll find it. Give me 1 second, everybody. Go back to the school platform. I'll just bring it straight up from there. I had on YouTube. But we have this on step 2. All these are found in step 2, by the way, on our school platform. Here we go. Let me bring this over to YouTube if I can. There we go.
Now, when you introduce this technology, there's something that you don't want to do. You do not want to just text it, okay?
Can someone let me know if they hear that? Okay, thank you guys. So I'll repeat that again.
Technology. There's something that you don't want to do. You do not want to just text it, okay? You don't want to do a text invite. Hey, there's a great presentation. It sounds so good, but you're hiding behind the phone. And so, you know, guys, we want to focus on just a regular invite of making a phone call. It is not an old school way to do it. It's a personal way to do it. Every single person deserves a testimony, but every single person deserves a phone call too. And they might not get to their testimony without a phone call. So make sure that when you pick up your phone, it doesn't have to be a 20-minute conversation. You know, my first phone call was, look, we leaned in this new stem cell activation technology, and tonight there's going to be a presentation, and I'm telling you, this is going to change your life. I thought of you, Rebecca, because I saw what you were talking about on Facebook the other day, and I'm telling you, this is something that you never thought possible. And I know that you were.
We can't hear it now.
And
That is so good. Yeah, that is so good. And what Brittany just described.
Do you hear that now? Okay, I just want to go back here then. Let me just go back a little bit. Sorry, guys.
Never thought possible. And I know that you were brought to my mind for a reason. Can I invite you tonight to this Zoom? Can you be my guest? And will you be on the Zoom tonight? It's going to be a quick Zoom, and I'm so incredibly excited because I know this is going to change your life. Boom. That's it. Say it with surety. Say it that you know that it's going to change your life, because we all know that it is, because tonight we're talking about testimonies. So, you know, just know that it doesn't need to be a long conversation. This is sharing, not sales. This is sharing. Terry?
That is so good. Yeah, that is so good. And what Brittany just described is exactly what I do. And if by chance they go, oh, I would love to go on, will you? But I'm busy tonight. I'm going to my son's baseball game or something. Can you just send me the recording? I don't wait to send them that recording. I send them a recording of one that I know that I am, because I've got their interest right then. So then I send them the recording, and I say, oh, I've got one right here that you're going to love. It's going to be about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. When will you get a chance to watch it? And then let's get on a call. So you guys seen the system that we're talking about?
Okay, that's pretty powerful. Did you find that helpful? I sure as heck did. You know, I love the fact what Terry says that, hey, I'll send you a Zoom recording now, and that when you have an opportunity to watch it, because then let's get on the phone call afterwards and tell me what you liked. So that's another powerful way. Alrighty, it's 7:51 here. I'm gonna wrap this up in the next several minutes. Questions, any Q&A in what we were sharing about on how we can help you continue to be successful and in the power of this of contacting and inviting people in in simplicity, remember, here's the rule of thumb. He who says the least to the most amount of people wins. If you're talking more than 2 or 3 minutes with somebody when you're contacting, inviting, you need to set a timer because you're talking too much. It's not about talking. It's about being excited. You heard the belief. You're calling people because you love them and you care about them. You know you found something that will work. This is going to change their life. They just need to believe it for themselves and wear it long enough to be able to get it done. And that's up to them. You have to be the messenger of confidence and faith and belief. Alrighty. So does anybody have any question or Q&A in this context that we can open up and share back and forth in the next couple minutes here? Yeah, and as Diana's saying right now, I've got a Zoom I'll be doing here in 8 minutes, right? So if you've got people that have been on your heart that haven't seen this opportunity yet, well, guess what? You've got 8 minutes to get them on a Zoom, because this is the core of the business. This is where this thing is done. And God's going to bless this presentation I'll be giving here at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to be able to help continue to bring hope to people, show them what this is. And they'll determine for themselves if they need to do more research, if they want to get some patches, or if they want to plug in to our team and really begin to run with us. Okay. Then lastly, remember, there's a couple things. Knowing the Zoom schedule is sitting on the back side of school. So once you're in school, you can take a look at what is happening. You got to know the Zoom schedule. That's just the bottom line. And in order to be able to invite people to it. And so if they can't make it, then you need to know where recorded Zooms are at. And if you're on, let me go back to school here. Bear with me 1 second here. Let me get out of this. Come on. Okay. Yeah, let me give me a second. I'll get it. Thanks. All right. So here we got the school calendar. And we change the view. And bam, here we go. So we're on a team call now. Tonight I got a Zoom launch tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. 6 a.m. in the morning. Because in Europe, it's 5 to 6 hours different over there ahead of time. That would be 11 or 12 noon. Greg and Mena, on behalf of This Is It team, are doing a European Zoom for This Is It team at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, our Eastern Standard. But if you've got European contacts or you got early risers, you've got an opportunity to get people on a Zoom, right? And then, of course, then tomorrow at noon, we got the ladies Zoom. And women only, men aren't allowed on that thing. And then I'll be doing basically an open Q&A coaching Zoom from 7 to 8 p.m. tomorrow. And that is, I guess that's listed twice on here. And then on Thursday, that's a typo. That should be 2 to 3 p.m. on Thursday, because we're trying to reach the European side as well. And want to get them at, 7, 8 o'clock at night. And so that's 2, 3 p.m. So what happens, I'm doing a Wednesday coaching, 7 to 8, and I'll do a Thursday coaching, 2 to 3, to continue to expand our team. We have a Spanish Zoom launch on Thursday, and of course a Friday launch event. And then we have Visit Team on Saturday from 12 to 1 o'clock, 1 to 2 o'clock. Andy and Mandy Hoser are doing the training, and he helped design the new comp plan, and it's going to be amazing. So, and then we'll be back around. So at least you have access to know what's coming up. Alrighty, and then finally, next level. If you're not registered, you're missing out. And there is no other greater way to build this business than to participate in next level. And so it is, the best event is the next event, and that's the one that's coming up. And so it's just a Friday night, all day Saturday. And the key is to get as many people to there, from your team, because as I shared before, Diane and I, we went from, 1,000 a week to 1,000 a day, thanks to an event like this. And so you're not going to get inflated and deflated. You're going to get empowered and compelled. And the more of your team is with you, they do too. Guess what? More miracles will occur afterwards, and your paycheck's going to rise significantly too. Alrighty. So that's it for this evening. It's been a blessing and a joy for me to be with you and sharing with you. And I pray that you got some nuggets that you need to make this week more successful for you, which means you're being a bigger impact on the world around you, and more miracles are going to start happening thanks to this patch. So, alrighty, well, I'm going to be back here in the next 4 minutes for an X39 presentation. If you've got friends to invite that haven't seen this yet, get them on it, and we'll get them plugged in to be able to see the hope that this patch has to offer, and show them how to get them, and show them what team we have available for them if they decide to want to plug into that as well. Alrighty, well, everybody, it's been a blessing to be with you, and thanks for being on tonight, and look forward to seeing you in the next Zooms.